Hi Scorpio, I'm doing your reading. It's supposed to be the 10th through the 20th, but I'm a little late, but okay. So we'll see how this goes. So we're going to look at love first, and then briefly we will look at singles, and then after that work and career. So we'll get started with the sign of Scorpio, April 10th through 20th, please, with love. April 10th through the 20th, what messages for Scorpio does thou have? All right, let's see. Scorpio, 10th through 20th. Okay, we're here. All right. Okay. Okay. Ah. Man, this deck is just humongous. Okay. And there's extra cards more than a normal tarot deck. Okay, so we have the Messenger of Fire. This is who you're dealing with. Okay, so we have the Messenger of Fire. It's a little different than the Page. It's not necessarily the Page of Wands. It's a little different. We'll get there. We have Temptation also. And then the Ace of Air, okay, which is Ace of Swords. For you, you have the card, it's called Call, C-A-L-L, okay. And then we have Patience, okay. And then 3 of Air, which is 3 of Swords. We have 5 of Earth at the bottom of the deck. That is some sort of disconnect. The World card is here as well, okay? So this is at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, not everyone, but with the ending here of 3 of Swords in your position, Scorpio, there could be some sense of loss, of mourning, of separation, that sort of thing. Especially with the World card, like it's pretty serious closure, okay? So it's painful and all of those things. However, it is very much needed, yeah, because we have this transformation card that comes right after this cycle, okay? So it's akin to the Death card, you know, your card. After that, we have the 10 of Wands, okay? So, you know, definitely some sort of, something is being put to rest here. We have the Moon card, the Page of Swords, and then you have the 10 of Earth, 10 of Coin, which is like a major stability card for you guys. So, all right. All right, yeah, some interesting cards. So you have 3 of Cups, 3 of Fire, so 2 threes, 2 beginnings. You have Magician, you have the 6 of Coin, and then you have the Hierophant. So those are really nice cards. So very interesting. All right, so let me see. I want to put these back in order. Hang on. Okay, yep, there we go. All right, so, oh, no, that was on top. So the Messenger of Fire, who you are dealing with, I'm going to look that up real quick because this is a different deck. It's got like I know it's not the Page of Wands. It's a different, even though it sounds like it would be Messenger of Fire, it's not. So I got to look it up real quick. Sorry. They've thrown in extra cards here. So let's see. Where are you, Wands? There you are. Okay. Yeah, because they actually have a Page of Fire in this deck. So the Messenger of Fire is... now this is who you are dealing with, okay, in your love situation. Determination for a new adventure, innovation, independent creative action, spirited and headstrong, okay? So like they give you like a mantra like for this, but this isn't for you. This is for like that person. So, but like the mantra that they should kind of, you know, possibly be adapting would be, I have an unstoppable spirit and can co-create all that I desire. And then one more, it says, surrounded by spirit, illumined by the wisdom that rises up within me, I set forth on a path to innovate. Okay, so that's where they are. All right, so they're determined for something new, something adventurous to spring forth in their life. They're a little headstrong, a little stubborn about things, you know, most likely. But that's where their aim is. Oh, interesting. Okay, so their next card is Temptation. So that's, you know, it's a hard fight sometimes. So with Temptation, because there's all kinds of everything here pictured. There's like a treasure chest of gold. There's a big, large golden cup, which could mean like love, you know, the Ace of Cups, something like that. There's the bite taken out of the apple sort of thing. And the bite is in the shape of a heart, so it could be certain desires of the heart, those types of deals. So, they're probably going through, a lot of people are going through a lot of like pretty heavy personal type changes right now. There's a lot of planetary activity that is kind of going to bring forth change like that. So, and we're going to see that a lot in our relationships with others. So, but we just have to trust that it's for the highest good of everyone involved, even if it doesn't feel like it's the highest good for everyone involved. We have to trust that it is. So they're going through something here. They're really looking for like adventure, basically, in life. All right, or direction. Of how to be, in those senses. But temptation is a mighty strong, force. It requires you to be patient, because the thing is, they have temptation, you have patience. All right. So actually, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to get back to that. So with the Ace of Swords for them, they have this sort of, it's a Pegasus type card, okay? So the Ace of Air in this, it is about like finding one's truth and so forth. This person's on a journey that you're dealing with, okay? And the only thing that I think is, I think you both are, but I think they're kind of different journeys, okay? So the Ace of Swords is about like finding one's truth, finding one's empowerment in their individuality, okay? Finding that acknowledgement of their individuality and the importance of that, okay? So that's their journey. I know it's supposed to be a love reading, sorry, but this is what's coming out, all right? So now for you, you have the card of the call, okay? So as I recall the call, I think it has something to do with like, well, it's obviously like a calling, but I think it has something to do like on the like stability front. I don't think it's the love front, so I'm gonna look that one up real quick too. Sorry, I usually don't do this, but I want to be sure. Yeah, okay, yeah, call. So it's the card is called Call, but it's purpose and true prosperity. So, but prosperity can mean in, many different ways, right? So it's not necessarily, I was thinking it was like about stability, but it's stability, but it doesn't have to be like tangible goods or money kind of prosperity, it can be all kinds of things. So basically this is for you, Scorpio, and the little passage that says, I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. I'm being called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with myself, with my higher power, and with others. I am here for a reason. I'm required to step forward into my true self, expressing that through my actions. I need to trust that my life has a purpose, that I am enough, and that within me is a divine blueprint that has meaning for myself and others. I'm going to hold this up to the screen, so in case you guys, hopefully it'll be still enough if you want to take a screenshot of that. It's this side here. And you can kind of carry that with you if that meant something to you. Okay. All right. So, and you have the card of patience also. I think this is, honestly, I don't feel it's like that it's patience. That's why I stopped myself with the other. I don't think it's like necessarily patience with the person you're dealing with in this situation. I think it's patience with yourself is what I think. Patience with your, because you both are seeking something and are very close to something. So it's like you need to have patience with yourself, okay, and your development and your finding this call and so forth. Because mostly, if this came out, you probably kind of have an idea of what it is already somewhere. So, and you have the Three of Swords. So the thing is, it's like you're turning away. The Three of Swords is walking towards the future and has her back turned towards these other things. So, because there is some sort of loss here, there is some sort of deep separation, there is some sort of cycle that is going to end, that is going to be painful, and that's how transformation works. Okay, it's just that sort of thing. I'm gonna go around this one more time and put like, a different deck so we can get one more like clarification card on each one. So it could be too that this is like maybe a love situation, Scorpio, where you're dealing with someone who they have a purpose too, and there's like a temptation there for them, you know, with this, but it's like that. It's not their thing. They have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. It's individual truth and exploration and empowerment. Okay, so I think that could be what's going on here. I think with the Patience card, it's like again, I feel like interesting. Oh. Scorpio card inside a completely different deck that I'm using. Wow, that's kind of cool. Is there any others in here? Or just a Scorpio card? Oh my God, that's the only one. Because that happens sometimes when I clarify, because I'm using different decks, and like sometimes, you know, the Rider-Waite deck will get stuck in with it, but that's like pretty killer because it's the transformation card, and that just came out. Okay, so what I was going to say is I think that this is the Patience card is definitely requiring you to be patient with yourself, but I also think that there's like a little bit of sense of that you may think if you're patient in this situation that this person may somehow, you know, come around or something like that. But I think with the Three of Swords and the separation card and the end of a cycle kind of cards, I think that may not happen. So it just doesn't look like that's what is on hand here. And it might be difficult for you because I feel like you guys both, you know, have similar type purpose, but I think it's different types of paths. Okay, so because right down the center, which is kind of like the more of like kind of what's going on kind of section for me, is temptation and patience. So it's like, but then the outcomes are Ace of Swords, which is one, and Three of Swords, which is like disappointment or a heartbreak, you know, that kind of thing. So, okay, let's go around this one more time for Scorpio just to make sure, because this is definitely a heavy message. I mean, we have transformation card down here at the bottom of the deck. I've got the death card in the middle of a deck that didn't belong there. So, you know, definitely something is transforming for Scorpios or needs to. Okay. Okay. So clarifying, we have Seven of Swords over the Messenger of Fire. We have the Eight of Coin over Temptation, okay? And we have the Three of Swords, interesting, over the Ace of Swords. So now they have the Three of Swords. So that's really, really, really interesting. Okay, so you have the Ten of Wands, which was down here at the bottom of the deck with the call. So again, like I said, I feel like there's, you know, you're breaking free of something very, very soon. And you're going to have a lot of clarity on like yourself soon. The Eight of Cups is with patience, okay? So that makes sense too. The card is called Still Waters. So it's like nothing's happening, you know, nothing's happening. And the Eight of Cups is typically about kind of emotionally recognizing that and moving forward despite that, like kind of just leaving that behind. Even if you've put a lot of effort into it or a lot of emotion into it, it's about recognizing it's not, you know, it's not moving. It's not going anywhere, right? Okay, and then the Three of Swords clarified. You have the Two of Coin, cause and effect. Okay, so you have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck too. So cause and effect. Okay, so karmic, you know, definitely this has been it's a karmic choice that has put you into this situation with this person. Okay, and it's not a bad thing. This is a good thing. It's a karmic choice you made because there's something, I think you both need to put something very painful behind you because you have the Three of Swords, they have the Three of Swords, And it's like, I feel like they do, okay, because they have the Ace of Swords, so that's kind of like a victory. It's a recognition of, actually, as I said, that recognition is on the Three of Swords. It's a recognition of what pain is and how it makes them unique and individual, and they're able to grow wings as the Pegasus, okay, and enjoy their uniqueness and that sort of thing, okay. And with you, Scorpio, with the Three of Swords, I feel like this has been a very, like, this is a major transformation for you, Scorpio, okay? Because to me, with the Two of Coin cause and effect card, I feel like this is repeated like many, 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 many times, okay? So, and this is what I keep kind of trying to express. I have a friend I talk to sometimes, and it's like there's this something I'm trying to express about this window of time, right? And as a Scorpio myself, it's like I feel like there's like this opening, right, if you will, like this like little window of like great transformation, okay? And I think it has to do, you know, with this, because this is like an infinity loop to me. So it's like you need to let go of something, and like for me personally, I don't know what the hell it is, but I'll figure it out. but for some of you, it may be very obvious what it is. But there is something that is, you know, you have to get to the point that this person is getting to, where they recognize the pain, they see the pain, but they also recognize it for what it is. It is part of them. It is part of their individuality. It is part of their uniqueness. It is not a sentence to punishment. It is not a karmic thing that you did wrong in the past, so these bad things happen to you. It's none of those things, okay? It's just integrated into you. It's just the way it is, you know? I mean, there could be no beauty without ugliness. So, and I think that this person that you are dealing with is recognizing this on whatever level, you know, this may be. I know this is very cosmic, but the thing is, we need to start looking cosmically at points in our lives, okay? It can't just all be about, you know, is my soulmate coming back? Is this, you know, sometimes there are like windows where these types of things need to be explored. So this is like a lot heavier. But it's important. That's why I'm going on about it and not really giving you the love scenarios here, because this is about love, but it's a different kind of love, and it's about individuality. It's about two people that are karmically together to help each other put something with the Three of Swords to rest. Okay, so that's what I see here. So you may be involved with somebody like that, whether or not you realize it or not. It's like even like simple things they say, maybe like gems. Okay, so it was like pay attention to different things. So I feel like this is like a chance to get out of that infinity loop that you have been repeating. You've been in a cage. You've been in a cage. It's the Ten of Wands. All right, the Ten of Wands is like you've been carrying this burden forever. And possibly many lifetimes or life planes or whatever the hell you want to, you know, look at it. But you have a calling here, and you have a purpose, and it's time to break the infinity loop of this Three of Swords energy and separate. Get out in nature, you know, that would be very good. And you're going to start a new cycle with the World card, and there's this transformation here, and then yet again we have this like Ten of Wands here. So in the Moon, okay, so something is like putting into burdens for you. You have the Page of Swords, but this Page of Swords is like expanding, and yeah, I mean, it's a pretty awesome Page of Swords. And then you have the Ten of Coin, like I said. So it's like the Ten of Coin is kind of the ultimate in stability in all ways, like emotional, material, spiritual, what have you. Okay, so all right, odd reading. Sorry guys, but you know, it comes out. It comes out. All right. All right. Oh my, there's a whole nother little story at the bottom of the deck of that one too, but you know what? All right, we'll leave it there. Okay, so let's look at single Scorpios. Okay. Single Scorpios, you must run to the nearest forest and, you know, bury your toes in the dirt and, I don't know. All right, let's try to make this normal. All right. Single Scorpios, April 10th through 20th, please. April 10th through 20th. April 10th through the 20th. Whoa. All right. April 10th through the 20th for single Scorpios out there. What messages do we have for the single Scorpios out there? April 10th through the 20th. April 10th through the 20th. Single Scorpios. April 10th through the 20th. Okay. Oh, I knew something because I wasn't feeling like a nod or whatever. I forgot to put that card back in. Okay, there we go. Let's see now. All right, single Scorpios, April 10th through 20th. Oh, that feels better. Okay, we were a little incomplete there. Okay, April 10th through 20th, please. April 10th through the 20th for single Scorpios. Okay. Okay, what do we got? Okay, so the Page of Wands is the card that I put at the top. So it's not necessarily an outcome card. I just put it at the top because it's like even though it was the last card I drew, it's like I put it over here at the top of the reading. I'm doing a freeform spread for singles lately. So definitely there will be communications, okay, between the 10th and 20th or, you know, maybe throughout the month, whatever. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, Justice, 4 of Coin at the bottom, kind of like the base, which that's good. We have the 3 of Coin kind of standing off by itself and the Hierophant. So I'll try to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I know that was, one day I'll figure out how to like set up an angle where everything can be seen. But I just really like, it's not that I love seeing myself on camera so much, it's just I like I feel like I'm talking to someone if I'm like looking into the camera. When I put the camera down and just show the cards, like I just don't feel it. I don't feel the connection. So it's just a personal preference. So okay, so with the High Priestess and Justice, you know, I feel like definitely, you know, there's a lot of power, intuition, something going on with you guys. You may be meeting a Libra or a Taurus. That's possible. But something here is karmic, so I do feel this might be somebody that you work with the 3 of Coin, okay? If not, although I would almost guarantee it, but if not, then it's like you guys just work really well together. So this has like a good chance of stability, okay, for you. Or for you both, really. I mean, it's a 4, so it's stable, like whoever this person is. And I feel like this too is like, it's a nice blend. You know, because it's like somebody is very, like has good equilibrium, you know, if you will, to their nature. They're not like overly extreme. They're not overly boring either. They just kind of, you know, ride the middle ground wave, right? And with the High Priestess, who is able to tap into, you know, all those, you know, the extreme, the boring, the in between, you know, I think it's a good kind of match for you. And we do have the Hierophant here also, so another card of stability. So another 4, you know, just this is, I feel like this is doing good work together. Like, it's very cosmic Scorpio reading today, sorry, but like a good, like you guys might not even be aware of it, but you're doing good spiritual work together, okay? So I like it. I think it's really good. I think there's, you know, definitely with the Page of Wands too, I feel like, you know, you guys will have a lot of communication going. You have the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this could, and the Fool card. Okay, yeah, so, okay. So you have Hermit, Page of Pentacles, and King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this could be possible fire sign, possible Virgo. We have Libra. We have Taurus on the board. Pisces, maybe. And anything else? Earth sign energy as well with the 4 of Coin and 3 of Coin. So, but either, you know, I do see like this seems like if you have not met this person yet, I feel that karmically, you will be sort of intuited to this person, Okay, so they could be coming in. It might not be yet, but it could be very soon. So, but I feel like if you know what I mean, like you already feel this, like you already feel that they're coming in, and that you guys are going to, like, you know, it could be somebody that you work with, or that you guys are going to work together in some capacity, something like that. This could also be a church. You might meet them, like if you go to some kind of church or spiritual group or something like that. This could be somebody that you meet through that avenue also. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I mean, oh, mostly a good reading. I don't really see like people popping out everywhere and, like, you know, like a really like fun dating time or anything like that. What I see is some like a purpose. So this is good. I mean, it's this is something that has potential for stability. Okay, so all right, let's look at work and career for Scorpio. All Scorpios out there watching this video, please. 10th through the 20th for Scorpio regarding their workplace and career. April 10th through the 20th, please. Scorpios, April 10th through 20th. Regarding their career, April 10th through 20th. Scorpio, please. April 10th through 20th. 2019. 2019. Scorpio. Career. Okay. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands, okay, and the 5 of Swords. We have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Swords in the recent past, the Magician crowning the top, the Empress in the near future, the 9 of Cups in your position, Scorpio, the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the Emperor. Okay, so the 4 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. King of Cups, Strength, Ace of Swords, Judgment, and Justice. So, like, if there is any type of legal type thing going on with you guys, probably not in this time frame, but maybe like kind of going on, those are good indications that you will do okay with that. Okay, Scorpio. So you have some. It's a mixed bag, but mostly very good. I mean, because you're the cards that kind of count are like nice heavy duty cards. You have the Magician, the Empress, and the Emperor. So this is pretty much guaranteed, almost, because it's only 3 major arcana, so it's almost kind of guaranteed that a lot of you will be manifesting something very fertile in your life. You know, something of abundance, and exercising some sort of stability and control over things. Okay, so with the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, it's a little odd energy. I'm not sure if it's travel or communication. Actually, I'm gonna go over these all one more time. Let me just I'm just gonna go over it one more time. You do have the 9 of Cups in your position too, which is you have 2 manifestation cards, you know, in your reading here. And it's in your position, so I feel like you are very able to, you know, manifest something up here that could put you into a much more stable place, and just more in control of like what you are intending to do career-wise with the Emperor card. So let's go around this one more time. Just give me 1 card in the center, just 1 card in the center, and the rest all the way around, please. Just information for the Scorpios out there. Okay, 1 more shuffle. Okay. 1 more, sorry. Okay. 1 card for center. Okay. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 7 of Swords, we have the Page of Wands in the recent past, we have the Magician with the Knight of Cups, we have the Empress with the High Priestess, okay, we have the King of Swords with the 9 of Cups, we have the 10 of Coin, we have the Star card, and with the Emperor comes some stress. We have the 9 of Swords. 4 of Coin at the bottom of the deck, bottom of the deck, all right, bottom of the deck, which is, again, more stability. So we have the 9 of Swords here with the Emperor, so, you know, whatever. I mean, it comes at a price, I guess, because, you know, there's some anxiety around the situation. Okay, but again, if you have a legal type issue going on, Scorpios, you have the King of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So I do feel like there's some sort of victory or something on its way, or you found the right attorney to help you, you know, something like that. So the Queen of Pentacles didn't really help me clear up what's going on with the Eight of Wands and the Five of Swords. So, I mean, the only thing I can see, because this is like the central issue, and I'm not getting it for some reason. So, I mean, I'll tell you the meanings of the cards. Maybe they'll mean something to you, because it's like, it's not, I'm not picking it up. Okay. So the Eight of Wands, you know, typically can mean like messages back and forth, like a flurry of messages. Okay. It can also mean kind of short travel distances, things like that. Sometimes, you know, like in a love reading or something, it can mean like Cupid's arrows. But I mean, we're doing a career reading, not a love reading. So, you know, I would take this to mean probably most likely it's like something to do with communication, or it's like a flurry of texts or something like that. With the Five of Swords, I mean, the Five of Swords typically to me in a career type reading is somebody who's like just a little bit, they're a little bit bitter, or they hold a little bit of a grudge, or they take something the wrong way. You know, it's like that kind of energy going on. All right. So that could be you, that could be them. It could be this person, whoever this is. Like this could be if you have a female boss or a female business partner or something like that that you work with. It could be, you know, the messaging could come from someone like that, and it's like misconstrued, and maybe there's a little bit of bitterness or anger or something around it. Okay. But I don't see why it's a central theme, because everything else, you know, is way more like powerful than that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll throw one more card on it at the end. But with the base of the spread as the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands, you know, I do feel like that you are very, very close. Like if you only knew how close you are, you know, to, like, I can't stress the importance of manifestation in this. And I'm not one of those people. I want to make it clear. Like, I'm not one of those people who, although I've had that phase, I had my Abraham Hicks phase, but but I'm not one of those people who are like, oh my God, just manifest your dream. Yeah, that's like, you know, I do believe in like begets like. Okay, so I do believe in that. But I feel like there's a lot more complications to things, but even though it's not, it's very simple, but there's a lot of complications to things. So I'm not saying just go watch a bunch of like manifestation videos or something. So the few people who know what I'm talking about or understand kind of what I can't actually verbalize, I think you'll get it. Okay. But this is saying like right now, you know, you've been in this like rut for a very long time of just the same crap over and over and over and over and over and over. Okay. But right now, at what is really happening, okay, is there is some sort of offer, or there is some sort of energy, you know, that is surrounding you, or something of that effect, that is helping you to be the magician right now. Okay. Or will be like an offer that you manifested in some way. Okay. With the High Priestess and Empress here, and that's a very powerful combination. Okay. So again, with the intuition, there's so much about intuition and manifestation here. And we have the Star card here, the Nine of Cups, the High Priestess, the Magician, okay, and the Emperor. All right, these are all like manifestation-ish type cards. So this is in the near future position. I think this is something based on some sort of communication that you finally see it for what it is, okay? So there's probably, and that probably, okay, now that's making sense. That's probably what this is about. This is some sort of communications that came in, all right? And there's just something about it that perhaps like was just delivered in a weird way, all right? Like you might have taken it as like something like because to me sometimes this is a card of like a one-upper, you know, or somebody who holds a grudge, or somebody who is defensive or argumentative or has anger like deep inside them. Okay, so there could have been a message or something like that from some you know, like a coworker or something to do with your career, something in regards to that. And it might have been taken the wrong way, but the Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing and very stable. So this is the way to take that message, okay? Because in the recent past, there's been some sort of communication that has come through or will come through, depending on the time frame of this reading. And it requires you to remove the blindfold and see the, like, have clarity about what the message is really about. Because I feel like it's something that is like slightly hidden, but that you have the ability to figure this out. And with the High Priestess and Empress, yeah, I think you will. And it's going to be a big breakthrough for you, okay? This could definitely be some sort of female also guiding you or helping you, okay? Because just with the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, those two cards to me are very nurturing and mother-like, okay? And the High Priestess, again, we have like this sort of feminine, you know, kind of quality to that. But we have the Magician at the top, and the Magician to me is male energy. You know, having the and not that women don't have the action-oriented way to do things or anything like that, but it just, to me, it does scream, you know, that yang type energy. Okay, and this to me is much more yin. You know, so it's like the yang energy is needed here, and that is definitely what needs to happen. And then it's like this balance. I know this is a career reading and it's getting like really cosmic, but the whole Scorpio reading is that way. It's just going to be that way for a while, guys, for me. I have a feeling. So, you know, if you're looking to just find out if you're getting a job, I'm probably, you know, not going to be the right reader. All right. Unless, you know, it's just blatant and the Ace of Coin falls out or, you know, something like that. But I don't know. There's just all kinds of things, all kinds of planetary weirdness going on with me right now. All right. So with the Nine of Cups and the King of Swords, this is in your position, Scorpio. So this is, again, this is about, you know, letting you know that there is this manifestation ability. There is this, like, something that you've been wishing or craving or wanting or feeling or something like that. And it's here, okay? So the King of Swords is definitely, you know, you have two, you have the yin and yang here, right? Because you have this, like, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got 3 and 3. Perfect. Okay. Because you have these 3 women here. I think these are maybe all aspects of you. I think all of them are. Okay. So you have these 3 women here that are like the yin energy, right? So it's a lot of feminine strength going on here. All right. These are like the strongest ones that come out from the tarot deck. Okay. And then you have the male equivalent to that in the, like, material world. Okay, so to me, like, the feminine is more of like the inner world and things like that, and then you have the masculine of the outer world, and these are probably the 3 strongest masculine cards of the outer world. Okay, so they're all about boldness, about without a doubt, being extremely assured, okay? I mean, it's like the most, you know, like, this is the most kick-ass, powerful businessman that comes in, shakes a hand, looks you straight in the eye, you know, and it's like there's, like, this power, you know, like, about them, all right? So that's what you guys need, is that, okay? The Magician, again, it's like, I don't sense it so much like that. It's like to me, you know, we have these aspects that play out in the real world, right? I know this is getting super cosmic. I'm sorry. But quite frankly, again, you know, I'm just going to just go with it. Okay. So we have this, like, Queen of Pentacles and this King of Swords. Okay. To me, it's like, you know, this is kind of the real world energy. And we have the Empress and the Emperor. Okay. Awesome. Kind of making this happen and nurturing it and stuff, so whatever, you know. And then we have the Magician and the High Priestess. So this couldn't be any more clear. Okay. So something needs to be let go, though, in your outward environment. So whether this is a person you are dealing with, or Maybe, another aspect of yourself, I feel like it's probably a person you're dealing with or a coworker or business partner, what have you. But there is some sort of sense of loss. Some sort of sense of loss and shadow and invisibility that needs to be let go of, because the Ten of Pentacles is the clarifying card. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles is sort of kind of having it all, in a sense, in the grand tarot scheme of things. Okay, it's, to me, it's emotional stability, it's money stability, it's spiritual stability, it's the family, the family. Okay, so, and well, anyway, so with the Three of Cups being spilled, to me, it feels like there's just a sense of loss, profound loss, that sort of thing. That's the person is like mesmerized by it. Okay, to me, I see like it's like I almost saw, like, just when I looked at the card, I almost saw this like line, like a beam, like they're mesmerized by it. In the hopes and fears with the Seven of Cups and the Star card, it's a couple different things. The Seven of Cups can be very enlightening, okay? It can, mean sudden enlightenment on, like, seeing through the veil and all of that sort of thing. Like or it can just mean you fear, that you won't be able to work through the illusions and you won't make the right choice, okay? But your hope, is the Star card. The Star card is way more powerful a card than the fear, So again, the Star card, very just, this is like, you need to start asking very directly and almost demanding, like Yogananda, I think it is, or something. He would always say something like you have to be like a tiny crying baby to the mother, because like the mother then, what does she do? You hear the crying baby and you come over and pick up the baby and coddle it and see what it needs, right? And it's like that's, you have to, it's like the squeaky wheel, you have to make noise, you have to make demands, make demands of your parents, and ask them what you want, because there's a window here. Okay, so the outcome, the Emperor, but with the anxiety card of the Nine of Swords. So, but to me, it's not so much of anxiety. It is a card of transformation. It's seeing things. It's actually not wanting to see things, to me. All right, so it's not wanting to see. Like, some people are actually afraid to succeed, or and that sounds really lame, but I've actually known those people. There actually are people who are afraid of success, so they will sabotage themselves at any juncture they get. They make impossible, lofty, demands that there's not really a way to accomplish, because then everybody will realize they're a genius. I had a friend. I'm sorry, I know this is really long, but it's just, sorry, this is the way it goes. So I had this friend, and he was a musician, and he was amazing, like fucking amazing. He made his own pedals. He made his own things, and he was just like so creative and just in touch with something else, right? Just fucking awesome. So there's no reason in the world why this guy, I mean, he was honestly, he could rival Mike Watt. I don't know if you guys know who Mike Watt is on the bass. Brilliant. Flea. He could rival all those dudes, right? But the thing is, it's like he was so precise about, like, everything had to be done this way or that way, or this, not bossy or anything like that, but just so precise, and had this, like, this vision that it never got off the ground because it's like I truly believe he was afraid of what success would actually bring. Okay, so that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, you have a talent, you have something, Scorpio, there's something, all right, that needs to be brought through. And it's like, I get the sense it's almost like you don't want to see it because you know that it's going to be bigger than you. You know that it's going to require things. You know that it's like closer to the end when you get there. Because once I kind of feel that, like once people kind of get their vision, if you will, that puts them a little bit closer to the end of the line. Okay, so I kind of sense that, that's very cosmic. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, yeah, you're getting the job, and and you're gonna make lots of money with the Empress card and the Queen of Pentacles and some sort of wish fulfillment, and legal things are gonna go great. Okay. Wow. Honestly, though, it's like sometimes, with the Scorpio readings lately, like I said, they're going to be weird. All right, they just are, because again, I'm a Scorpio, and I'm going through like some weird transitions, and it's, I try. The Tower card just fell out at my feet. I'm not even kidding. So, yeah, wow, revelations, definitely. So that, I'll try, like sometimes, hopefully they'll be light and fun and interesting and all that. But other times just understand they might be like this, because even though like I try I try to give myself my own personal readings, beforehand, so that like I'm not just like reading for me as a Scorpio, right? But then sometimes that happens. But the thing is, it's like it happens because we're connected. Because the thing is, if you're watching my videos, right, it's probably because you like resonate, okay? So if you resonate, that means we resonate. So even on some level, there is some sort of commonality, that we are probably going through, regardless of the sign or what have you. So I think that's it's my videos might be a little cosmic for a while, is all I'm saying. All right. So, but I'll try to, it's new to me to just like kind of let all that go. So I'll finesse it and wrangle it, but like without killing it also. So, all right. Thanks guys for hanging in there, and we'll talk soon. Next videos will be the 20th through like the 30th or 31st or whatever hell it is in this month. So, all right. Take care, Scorps. All right. Bye.